Well, hey folks, here I am at Dunconsby Head at the stacks and the amazing cliffs that you can see behind me. And it marks the end of the East Coast on my journey around the entire coast of mainland Scotland. If you're new here, my name's David and I've been living in my van for over 3.5 years now, travelling and documenting it all, amassing around about 800,000 followers across social media. And for the last 1.5 years, I've been creating an episode every single week to go out on a Sunday night here on YouTube. And it's taken me 6 months to get here, and it does feel like a milestone reaching the end of the East Coast. And it's time to do a little bit of reflecting. And one of the main themes of this whole series is about buying local and trying to promote a positive buy local message. So the food that I'm cooking with in the van, 90% of it has been sourced from local producers of food, whether that's farm shops, butchers, fishmongers and the like. It's a really important message that I'm keen to share. And due to that messaging, it has actually become a bit of a foodie journey along the way. There's a whole mixture of everything in this series. There's bits of history, there's bits of meeting local people and local organisations, there's bits of meeting local business owners and beautiful views like this. It's a whole mixed bag of everything. But one thing that shocked me is just how much our food that I've discovered coming up the East Coast tells so much of Scotland's story. So let's go back and I'll show you exactly what I mean. So if you've not had something to eat, pause this for 5 minutes, grab yourself some toast because you're gonna get hungry. Now before we begin, I should say something important. Over the last 6 months, I've eaten in more cafés, bought from more local businesses and cooked with more local ingredients than I could ever fit into one film. So this isn't a complete list, it isn't a ranking, and it definitely isn't about choosing favourites. Every cafe, fishmonger, farm shop, butcher, bakery and local producer I visited played a part in this journey. But for this special, I've chosen the moments that best tell the story of Scotland's East Coast through its food. The sea, the land, the communities, and finally the meals that brought it all back to the van. Before this journey really even began, I made a decision. If I was going to drive the entire coast of mainland Scotland, I didn't just want to pass through these places, I wanted to support them. So on my very first day down in the Scottish borders, I started exactly as I meant to go on. Not with a supermarket shop, but by stepping into a local fishmonger in Eyemouth and buying something caught from the waters I was about to follow north. Right, so I'm just walking along the street here and I'm seeing an award-winning fish merchant, Dr. Colin and Son. Let's go and check it out. Oh, langoustines. Hiya, how you doing?
Not bad, yourself?
I'm very good, thanks. I'm looking for some local fish to cook tonight. I'm gonna go for a large haddock fillet.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, go for that. You've got breadcrumbs and stuff here.
I do.
You know what, actually, I'll take 2 of them then.
2 of them?
Yeah. Do like a wee mix. Brilliant, thank you.
No worries.
Oh man, the smells in that place, if you like seafood, everything was so fresh. And just walking around the town, around the harbour, I just love that. I love that smell. I love that sea, fresh air, sea smell that you get. That first stop in Eyemouth set the tone for everything that followed. As the miles passed beneath my wheels, I found myself making the same choice again and again. Rather than rushing between the famous landmarks, I wanted to stop in the places that gave each community its own identity. The independent cafes, the family-run businesses, the fishmongers, the farm shops. Because every time I chose local, I wasn't just buying food, I was discovering another small part of Scotland's story. Just a little further up the coast, that story continued, in North Berwick.
For better days to come and carry us like wind in our sails. Hold on tight, I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold on tight. This vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
Me?
Hiya.
Perfect, thanks very much.
Taco, thank you very much.
Cheers. Right, let's see what we've got. Oh, look at that. Oh my God. That is incredible. The further north I travelled, the more I realised that no two fishing villages felt the same. Each had its own character, its own history, and its own way of celebrating the sea. In the East Neuk of Fife, I stumbled across one of my favourite little discoveries, a tiny harbour cafe and gallery overlooking the water. The kind of place you could easily walk straight past. But if you stopped for a while, you quickly realise it was places like this that give Scotland's coastline so much of its charm. Now you can just imagine how amazing this view would be in season during the summer months, and this whole decked area with all the seats outside. Absolutely gorgeous.
Fairgrounds and beautifully set against with fields and forests and stuff. It is a beautiful setting.
Perhaps it's the boring spell that's wonderful, but it's stay with you forever.
As the journey continued north, I began to realise something. Scotland's food isn't just about fresh ingredients. It's about tradition, recipes passed down through generations, skills perfected over centuries, and communities fiercely proud of what makes them unique. Nowhere captured that feeling better than in Arbroath, a town whose name has become synonymous with one of Scotland's most iconic foods, the Arbroath Smoky. Hiya, how you doing? Can I get one of those smoky pies, please? Do you heat them at all?
I could warm it.
That would be great, thank you.
A smoky one, is it?
Yeah, smoky pie, and I'm going to take some vacuum packed as well.
Is it just a pair?
Aye, that's grand. How long do they keep?
They keep for 10 days in your fridge.
Brilliant,
Or you can freeze them in the park if you want to.
brilliant, thank you. Right, it's time to try this famous smoky pie. It looks amazing. That is actually incredible. It's so, obviously it's smoky, it's fishy, cheese on top. It's really like creamy as well, honestly. Wow, bravo. As I continued north through Angus and into Aberdeenshire, one thing became impossible to ignore. The sea wasn't just part of Scotland's history, it was still shaping everyday life today. Fishing boats filled the harbours, fresh catches arriving daily, and independent businesses continued to celebrate the incredible produce landing on their doorstep. That journey eventually brought me to Fraserburgh, the Broch, a town with fishing woven into its identity, and somewhere that served up one of the most memorable meals of my entire road trip. Well, after a brilliant experience at the Scottish Lighthouse Museum, I've made my way to Finlay's Fish Bar and Diner, and this looks absolutely incredible. I can't wait to try it. And then I'm going to have a chat with the owner after, learn a little bit more about this place as well. That fish is unbelievable. Oh, so are the chips. I also got some of these little freshly caught local langoustines too. Oh my god, they are unbelievable. Dip them in a bit of curry sauce. That's utterly ridiculous. Wow. Right, so I've tried to get through this, but I'm never going to manage all the chips. The fish was unbelievable, but these langoustines are probably the best thing that I have ever had in a chippy, ever, anywhere. And you'll know that I love the Anstruther chippy in Fife, that's where I grew up, and it's beautiful, but that is the best thing I've ever had the pleasure to eat at a chippy, those langoustines. I mean, don't get me wrong, the haddock, the fish was insanely good. Like this, the quality of the fish. I do wonder where they get it from. I'm definitely going to ask the owner. It will be local, I'd imagine. And the chips were great as well. It's all good, but these, if you're in Fraserburgh, you need to come and try these if you like seafood. It's honestly unbelievable. Now, I did say I was going to speak to the owner, and this is Ian. So, Ian, nice to meet you, David. Nice to meet you too. Those langoustines you recommended are probably the best thing that I've ever tasted, ever, in any chippy. Honestly, unbelievable. So hats off. But we've just had a look. brief chat earlier on,
that's right,
and you were
yes.
talking about, you know, your family and the history of this place, and I thought it would be great just to get a little chat with you on camera.
Yes.
So how long have the family and yourself and that had the business for?
Well, we've been serving food in and around Fraserburgh for the Broch since 1925. My grandfather bought a hotel in 1925. We ran it for about 70 odd years. We built another bar and restaurant, predominantly selling as local seafood. And my wife bought this shop 20 years ago. That was through just different circumstances. And so we're here, and we always enjoy supporting all the local people, the local fishermen in particular.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask that actually. Yeah. Where do you get sorka fish from, and the langoustines and things like that?
Well, Fraserburgh, the Broch's one of the largest langoustine ports in Europe. So we've got, they're not in abundance just now, but we get fresh langoustines, and we get a constant supply, and we get all our fish from Peterhead Market predominantly, and that's through a local company, G&J Jacks.
Right.
And they're 80 years old themselves just now.
Right.
So I message them the night before what fish I need for the next morning, and it arrives the next morning, and I post the name of the boat the following morning. And it goes on for 5 days until the close on a Sunday.
Oh no!
So we're very fortunate.
Yeah, no, I love that. Absolutely love that. And that's one of the big things I'm doing with this road trip as well. It's all about trying to support a buy local message and local producers of food, whether it's, you know, fishmongers, farm shops, or butchers, things like that as well. So I just love going into businesses like this, and they also depend on that local source of food, if that makes sense, as well. Right. You've just got that lovely sort of cycle, and you're feeding the local community as well. There's something that is just really pleasant about that, and I'm so glad here in Scotland that we've still got that in abundance as well. I think a lot of places, you know, have maybe lost that in certain aspects, but we've still got it here. And you obviously do a great job.
Thank you very much.
Honestly, thank you so much.
You're more than welcome.
Absolute delight.
Thank you.
Thanks,
David. Thank you.
By now, one thing had become abundantly clear. The sea doesn't just provide food for Scotland's east coast, it shapes its identity. Every harbour I'd visited had its own traditions and stories, its own recipes, and its own way of celebrating what these waters have provided for generations. And there was only one place to finish this chapter, the small Moray town of Cullen, home to one of Scotland's most iconic dishes, Cullen skink. Hello, how you doing?
Not bad, how are you?
I'm good. I'm just going to sit outside if that's alright.
Yeah,
So, bowl of Cullen and oat cakes.
Oat cakes, yeah?
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll bring it out.
Perfect, thanks very much. Oh, I actually can't wait for this. I came here before a couple of years ago in the van. It's the best Cullen skink. They won the best Cullen skink in the world last year, 2025. I can't wait, it's been a while. Fantastic, thanks so much. That is. Here, I've just noticed. I knew it was 2025 winner, but is it 2026 this year as well she won?
Yes, aye.
2 years in a row?
Aye.
You're joking?
Champion.
Superb, that's great, honestly, can't wait. That consistency is just, look at that. Oh my God. Oh man, it is the best, without question. It's so thick, it's almost like a stew more than a soup. It's, honestly, the flavour is so rich. It's the best Cullen skink I've ever had. Looking back, I realised these weren't just meals I'd enjoyed along the way. They were stories. Stories of fishing communities, family traditions, pride, and generations of people whose lives have always been connected to the sea. For me, there couldn't have been a better way to begin my understanding of Scotland's east coast, and just how much its food has shaped it and its people. If If the sea has shaped Scotland's coastline, then the land has shaped everything beyond it. As I travelled north along the east coast, I discovered another side of Scotland's food story, one built on family farms, independent butchers, farm shops, fresh seasonal produce, and people who take enormous pride in growing, rearing and producing food right here on their own doorstep. Because Scotland's story isn't just written along its shores, it's written across its fields too. Jan!
Hello. I do a bit of multitasking.
Nice to meet you, how are you?
Hi, fine, thank you.
Yeah, great. So,
Don't say anything.
well, hey folks, I made it to the Solskjaer farm here and I'm with Jan, the owner, and Jan's actually going to give us a little tour of the farm.
This is our latest arrival.
Oh wow!
This is Alistair. He only arrived this morning, so it's our obviously a Highland bull. We've got Highland cows, but we always just cross them with our Angus. But he is a new arrival, so we've just got him in here till we get used to him, until he gets used to us. He looks quite chilled as it is, doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, they are pretty chilled in my experience, but I don't know if I've ever actually seen a bull before.
Inside,
Yeah.
On the inside, so he's normally outside, but he only arrived this morning, so we want to get him used to us. And
wow.
He's got a fair set of horns on him.
He certainly does. You wouldn't want him charging at you, that's for sure. Jammy, Dodger and custard cream. Hello.
I didn't name them, but the bastards are kind of lost even. But they are all super friendly. So the plan is that, well, we obviously have the kids, but then once they're milking, then we use the milk from the goats for our lambs.
Yeah.
It's way better than any formula you can get for the lambs.
Okay.
So it's good that way. And then we do lots of, because we've got our market that goes on here as well, we have crafters who can make soaps and all sorts of things from goat's milk. So,
oh wow,
so it's pretty good.
Brilliant. Well, how long have you actually been here for then? Like, how long have you had the place?
So I've had it for 6 years.
Oh, 6 years, right? Yeah, because I think I read on your website that it was owned by a family for around about 100 years or so before that. Was that right?
So no, I mean the farm's been here for 300 years.
Oh, yeah.
But the Alexandria's buses, this was their first bus station. That barn was where they had their first bus company.
Got you.
So it's like 1926.
Hello.
What's going on? What's all this about?
So this is the main.
This is the big barn.
Big barn.
Yeah. So
You're doing some work up there at the moment as well.
So we've got our coffee roastery down the bottom.
Yep.
And then you can go in through that way. And then up top's the hayloft. So
Right.
it's basically like an event type space. And then we've got business units, 4 small business units at the end there. So it's our start-up businesses to sort of be a base.
Okay.
And we'll have our produce like our beef, pork and lamb and apple juice and honey and all these other things.
Okay.
From
and
the
this
farm.
fridge is just full of exactly what I'm looking for to carry me through the next sort of week or so. I mean, just look at the selection of stuff that they've got here.
There's actually all sorts of things. Now it's the coffee roastery, so it's the local coffee roastery. So they actually roast the beans in here. So we do it quite a lot in the market now. It's quite amazing having the roaster whizzing around there. It's nice and warm.
Yeah, look at that size of it.
And you can smell the coffee out in the yard. It's a different smell from normal for a yard anyway. We have a lot of work with kids coming in. We have a lot of work with RET, Royal Highland Education Trust. So we have schools coming in every couple of weeks once we're in lambing season and things. So we sort of show them all. And we have one big day, open day. So it's open with RETs. We have 400 kiddies coming in.
400?
So we have lots of stations, and RET are amazing. They're super organised, and we have lots of different people
Brilliant.
talking about lots of different things.
Yeah.
So these are the eggs that our birds lay. That's the emus. That is this season's one. So these are blown.
Wow, look
so
at
it
the
wasn't
size of them.
fertile, so we've blown them. And that's the rhea egg. So they're similar size actually. Usually these are bigger. But,
Wow.
So these are winter layers and these are summer layers. So we go from one to the other and keep going.
So how long would it take to boil one?
Well, 2 hours. 2 hours.
2 hours.
Apparently, yeah. Becoming a bit more Angus-like, isn't he? He's just like dropping all his Highland fluff.
Oh yeah.
And then we've got so that's Donald, and Mary is his mum.
Donald.
The red one at the back there, and then shown as the black one on the right at the back, and then Phoenix, our Highland, our Aberdeen Angus bull, he's at the back.
Hello.
So this is an Angus cross Highland, which is quite a common cross because you get a bit bigger calf.
Yeah.
But he's quite chilled. He's like, where's the food? That's it.
It's so funny, they just love their bread.
Yeah. We're trying to train them onto carrots and apples, but it doesn't really seem to be there. So this is number 36. That's our last calf that was born last year. He was born, it was at the 1st of July, I think. He was like a really late spring calf. That's the Highlands for you.
This is the man doing all the training
Yeah,
as well. After weeks of living, filming and editing on the road, this felt like the perfect opportunity to slow the pace just for one night. Staying in one of Salisgirth Farm's beautiful guest houses was exactly what I needed before continuing the journey north. Sometimes when you're living a van life, a little bit of luxury goes an awfully long way. Right, so this place is just absolutely blowing me away. It is incredible. I've got a beautiful hamper here with fresh eggs from the farm, a bottle of red, some of their coffee that they've actually made with that big coffee machine, some marmalade, jam, information, and also one of their Aberdeen Angus steaks to cook tonight. So I'm going to cook a classic steak and eggs. Right, well, this might not look like much. It's just a couple of steaks and some eggs. And I love, the eggs don't look great the way I've cooked them because I cook them in all the steak juices and stuff like that as well. That's the way I like it. And I got some fresh bread from Jan earlier as well. She brought me some fresh bread for just now in the morning. I'm gonna dip all of that into the yolk. I actually cannot wait to taste this steak. Look at that colour. Perfect. Amazing. Proper Angus steak. One of the things I loved most about this road trip was the people I met along the way. Places like the Ardross Farm Shop in Ely weren't just somewhere to pick up fresh local produce. They were an opportunity to meet the people behind it, a quick chat, a warm welcome, and it's those little conversations that made buying local feel so much more personal throughout this journey. That's what I'm looking for. Chili burgers. Oh. Yes, please. We get some Arran Blue, which is absolutely tremendous cheese and perfect for this burger to melt on it. Do you have any steak mince in at all?
No, it'll come in tomorrow. Let me
That's
just
okay.
see if we've got any. No. It'll be tomorrow.
No, that's okay. I'll just get lamb mince then. That's fine. It's a beautiful shop.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've not been in for years. It's just great.
No. Is it all the coastline?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hiya.
How are you?
I'm good.
I do know you.
David.
Nikki.
Nikki, nice to meet you. Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm good, yeah, I'm good. I was just along seeing Judith, went and had a
you get a sauna?
sauna
Oh, awesome.
and that,
Love the
yeah, did
saunas.
loads of filming, so no, it was great. But I thought, well, I'm passing through here because yeah, as I'm going around the coast, I'm trying to buy local. So I'm
Yeah,
cooking
'cause
with.
we saw your
Yeah,
thing. It
I'm
was-
cooking with everyone in the van, so I'm stocking up.
Oh, brilliant. So do you live in your van all the time now? No.
Yeah.
You just got, yeah, you got it. Because I was about to say, where do you live now? But
No,
anywhere.
I live in. Yeah, I've been in it. I've been in it for over 3 years now. Over 3 years, but this is basically. Yeah, this is the first time I've done the full coast. I've done stretches of it before, but I've never went and done the full coast.
It's beautiful.
And I just thought, you know what, let's just do it. And because I've got my YouTube channel now, I've only had that for a year, I just thought it would make a great series. Hardly anything
So,
like
so
that
Mum
yet.
actually follows you. She messaged us all the other day and was like, make sure that you when he comes in that you say hi. So,
Oh no, that's
so your
great.
demographics are obviously quite varied.
Oh no, very much so. I mean, it tends to be an older demographic. I mean, I'm 44, but most of my followers and viewers are between 35 and 70 plus.
On YouTube.
Like
That's amazing.
on
70 plus.
on YouTube, I think the biggest viewing age is 55 to 65 on my stuff, and 70% of them
Interesting.
watch it on their TV.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, we've got Jim, who was our foreman, and he's supposed to be retired, but he doesn't ever want to retire, and he's 80 plus, and he watches farming stuff on
Yeah.
YouTube on his television
Yeah,
as well. But
yeah,
it would
I know.
surprise me.
I know. Well, the figures came out a couple of weeks ago saying that more people watch YouTube on the TV than they do BBC now, which is surprising. Carrot, onion. Oh, I'm gonna get a stick of rhubarb. A wee sweet treat. As I travelled further north, I began to notice something else. Many of Scotland's farms were evolving. They weren't just producing incredible food anymore. They were opening farm shops, welcoming visitors into cafés, offering tours, creating places for families to explore, even finding innovative ways to make fresh local produce available around the clock. Places like the Upper Dysart Larder showed just how creative many farms have become. What's clear is for many rural businesses today, producing great food is only part of the story. Finding new ways to connect with the communities around them is becoming just as important. Oh, look at that. And we've got a coffee machine as well. Whoa. Chicken, bacon and leek pie. Ho ho ho. Ready to roast tatties. We'll cut to boil. Well, that was really cool. It's the first farm vending machine that I've come across on my travels so far. There used to be one actually in the Overgate in Dundee. I don't know if that's still there. They are becoming more popular. I got some of their tatties, having my fish, and I got a dozen of their eggs as well. Craig Nathro eggs. They look huge. Happy days. And I'm just looking out at the field here as well. There's actually Highland coos here too. If you look on the website, Upper Dysart Larder or Farm, I think they do like farm tours and all that kind of stuff as well. And I'm assuming they're part of the Scottish agri-tourism sort of group and all that as well. One of the things I enjoyed most about this journey was getting closer to where my food actually came from. Not just buying it, but experiencing it for myself. Whether it was meeting the people behind the produce, or heading out into the fields with them to have it picked fresh, it gave me a whole new appreciation for the work that goes into every harvest. And it doesn't get much fresher than this. Right folks, so as I said, I've come to down on the farm, met Carol here, and like I said, we're gonna go and pick some rhubarb to dip in some sugar.
For the last 14 years we've been diversifying, so we started with quirky accommodation and then we started doing farm experiences like lambing tours.
Yep.
And we've got a trailer that we take folk on through the coups in the summertime.
Yeah.
And then just last year we started the rhubarb patch.
Oh, brilliant.
Rhubarb.
Yeah, no, that's great. And the thing is, as well, I know we've talked briefly off camera, some of my previous episodes at the Salsworth Home Farm, did a bit of a tour in that there, and obviously Ardross and Ely and Fife as well. And it's great because there seems to be this whole sort of Scottish agri-tourism movement.
Yes.
And diversifying farms and what they can offer and things like that.
It's a brilliant bunch, Scottish agri-tourism. Yeah, really good bunch.
Yeah, no, it's good. And
very supportive and encouraging.
Oh, look at this place. So people can actually just sit in here and...
They can come for rhubarb treats and cakes and...
Awesome. Oh, superb, I love it. Rhubarb ketchup. I've never heard of that before. Oh, look at that.
So tell me what you actually do with your rhubarb then. Do you literally just crunch sugar? Because so many folk say that they dip it.
Yes, dip it.
But I just think that would be really horrible on your teeth.
No, see, I don't know. I think if you started to do it as an adult, it probably wouldn't be that nice, but it's like, that was like one of the treats we used to get as kids.
Did you?
So you used to get a stick of rhubarb and then just cut off the dry bit at the end. Right, and then you dip it in sugar,
and it was sweet enough.
And it's like bitter, and then obviously it's sweet, so you're like that eating it.
I just kind of bear the crunch of the sugar on my teeth.
Oh no, it's great. So I noticed as well, I did actually mention it on my way here, there's an air for motorhomes and camper vans to park. How many roughly would you say you get in that space?
5.
It's 5,
yes.
Right. And do you need to book in advance, or is it just a case of turning up and
No,
trying
you
your luck?
can just turn up. Yeah,
right.
You can just turn up.
And is there an honesty box? Do you pay that way, or do you pay online? How do you?
You can either come to the house and pay me, or you can do PayPal.
All right. Oh, there's a PayPal like code or whatever.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, go for it. Brilliant. Oh, that'll do me.
Is that enough?
Oh yeah, 2 bits is plenty. By now on this journey, I was beginning to see a pattern. Every farm had its own personality. Some welcomed you into their shops, others into their cafés, and some invited you into their fields. Each one offered another small glimpse into rural Scotland, but they all have the same pride in sharing what they do with the people who visit, and the Dalmore farm was just another wonderful example of that.
Are we having ice cream now? Angie strikes again. Will you come away with it?
Oh, eggs. Oh, duck eggs. Jesus, bacon. Well, what an absolute joy that was. I have to take my top off. It is roasting now out there. It's a really nice day. But what a pleasure that was at Dalmore Farm. It's really nice. It's so well laid out. They've done such a good job with the build. And I met Katie and her mum, the owners basically of the farm. It's a family farm, family business. And they were so lovely. Got a photo with them outside. And it was just great meeting you. So thanks very much. By now, we've discovered where Scotland's food comes from. The land, the sea. But neither would mean very much without the people bringing it all together. Throughout this journey, I met people from all walks of life, each with their own story, their own passion, and their own way of sharing a little piece of Scotland with everyone who walks through their door. For me, that's where local food becomes something much bigger than simply a meal. This morning, folks, I'm here with Sonny Moller, the owner and creator of Baba's Sauce, and we're at his factory here. We're going to learn a little bit about the history and the background to this sauce. Hey, this just goes over your head there.
Yeah.
God's sake, you're going to ruin my hair. I got my hair cut yesterday, Sonny.
So then we just put the bottle down on that, we push that down, and that's your finished bottle.
Oh, what the hell, just like that?
Just like that. We've got our Naga sauce now as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So that's an extra hot sauce.
A Naga chilies?
Naga chilies.
Actual Naga chilies?
Actual Naga chilies.
Pull your head
You're going to
up.
have to try that today, but you've got to put the toilet roll in the freezer, that kind of job.
It does come from very humble beginnings and quite a poignant sort of story, if you like. So, you know, if you would be happy to share it,
Yeah. So I think from the start, really, my father, he it was his recipe, and he passed away in 2008.
Yeah.
And that's where our journey kind of started, because I opened it. You remember the takeaway?
Yeah.
Perry Street takeaway.
Yeah.
So that was the first point. I opened that takeaway. What must have been 18 years ago now.
Yeah.
It'd be about 18 years ago. And I said to Mum, Mum, like, your mum was totally depressed. She was in a bad way. I said, right, I'll open this takeaway. Let's just see what happens. Let's use Dad's recipe. So we went through his stuff and we seen the recipe in his diary.
Yeah.
I said, Mum, there's that red sauce. I says, that's that sauce Dad used to make that we used to all go crazy about when we were younger. I says, let's make it and let's put it into the takeaway. She goes, right, let's do it. So we made it. And just literally within weeks, like, people were coming down and saying, what is this stuff like? This is not a normal sauce.
Yeah,
What is this? We're like, oh, this is our chili sauce. And at that point I said to Mum, I says, Mum, I think we've got something here. I think we should, like, name it. Like, could we name it, like, after Dad or something? And Mum says, well, you used to call your dad Baba.
Right.
And just straight away, I just, like, Baba's sauce. It just clicked.
Yeah.
And then from there, we knew that the journey was going to be really tough, but I just had it in my head, and one day I'm going to have this in a bottle. I think everybody in Dundee kind of knows me and knows the story from it, and they know, like, from the very start, they've seen me and they used to come into the takeaway and I said, one day I'm going to have this in Asda's, or one day I'm going to have this in the supermarkets. I know that it's going to work. The journey itself was very difficult, getting it into transition. Like, getting people to make it was hard, because it was costing too much. I knew in my head, if I wanted to do it, I wanted to go big. I didn't want to just do it in small volumes. So I knew that the cost had to be down for supermarkets to take it. So we went down the route of trying to find other people to make it for us, but we couldn't do it. So eventually, about 5 years ago, about 5 years ago, I came into this unit, and I actually asked the guy, because he was making whiskey sauce in the unit, and I says to him, could you make the sauce for us? He said, well, no, because we're actually closing down in a few months.
Right.
And that's when I seen my opportunity.
Yeah.
When I say opportunity, I had no idea what I was doing. I walked into that unit, and the first thing I done was I brought my dad's table, and my dad's big pot that he used to make the curries in. I put the table down, and I put the pot on the table, and I stood there, and I said, like, what the fuck do I do now? I feel like people like it, and I know they're going to like it. So when I went into Hyatt's, the three brothers there, they said, Sonny, bring it on. I says, we'll give you that whole front shelf. He says, just bring it. I says, well, the whole shelf? He says, yeah. So I went in and made the sauce, and I took it in. The whole shelf cleared within a day. Because as soon as I posted that on Facebook, it went
Everyone
crazy.
had done the
East Baba sauce. And they had it from the takeaway, so there was people coming from Fife, and the guys phoned me at Hyatt's at 9 o'clock and said, Sonny, we've sold out. I said, what, I've given you 100 bottles. It took me all day to make that. We're going to get more. So I phoned Mum. I said, Mum, they've ran out.
Yeah.
So we came back up to the unit at 12 o'clock at night. And because it was all done by hand, it was like a 4-hour process to make it. So, so we boiled all the spices again. We've done it. We got another 200 bottles over. And that's where the journey really started, because at that point we realised, you know what, this is working. I remember my dad's vision as well. He wanted something for families to get a hold of that they could actually use as an everyday sauce, rather than, you know, like something you can only use on a Friday night because it's so expensive. So now people use this instead of the ketchup, and they're using it on their eggs, and they're using it on sandwiches and like burgers and shit, like every day.
Dipping a pizza.
Totally.
Like all
dipping
that stuff,
pizza, everything
I use it on
now.
my burgers every time.
And now the biggest thing now is the pies. The doner pies are absolutely massive now. Clark's had, I remember they got in touch with me and says, like, Sonny, let's do something with the Baba sauce. And I says, we had a wee collab. I thought, right, it was Pie Bob's and Clark's were the two places, Pie Bob's in Arbroath and Clark's in Dundee. And I said to them, right, I'll give you the doner meat, and we'll put the Baba sauce, and we'll just see how it goes. Normally a pie only lasts about 2 months. You know, if you get a special pie in a shop, like a haggis pie, or it kind of dies off after a month. Or you do it for Robert Burns and nobody buys them anymore. The Baba's doner pies, people were coming in the shop and saying, where are those pies? And they were like, well, we stopped doing them, like, no, get them back on. So now, even Clark's, they're doing almost 1,000 pies a day. You know, like them and Stuart's the bakers, they're about the same. Pie Bob's, don't know the exact numbers, but they're very high numbers as well. They're all doing great with them, and it's like a staple now. Brilliant. So my mum still comes in and does the spices.
Does she?
Yeah, she comes in the morning. So his mum comes in the morning and she sorts all the spices and that out. She makes quality controls all the spices before they go in. It's only myself, my mum, and my sister-in-law.
Well, that's the thing though, but it's that level of pride and care that goes into it, and because it's got that story, you know, and it's so connected to your father. You know, that it's that passion that goes into it, you know, that makes it special for me. Definitely.
Even to this day, Mum just still says, like, she's so happy, you know what I mean, and like, just remembering, like, my dad, he had businesses, but he struggled with his businesses, you know, for us to be able to do all this after he's passed away, it's nice for me, and it's nice for Mum as well. It leaves a great legacy. And this is for kids as well. This is for my kids. It's for their kids. We're hoping this could be a generation business now that can all join on and be like, you know what, my granddad set this up. It's just getting the word out there, you know, like. And they've probably seen it. People have seen it in their local supermarkets, and they've walked past it, and they've probably thought, well, what's that? Maybe been a bit scared to try it because it looks spicy, but it's not a hot sauce.
No, it's not.
No,
I mean, the Naga one might be.
The Naga one, that's definitely.
I'm looking forward to trying that. But no, it's not a hot sauce. It's a sweet and spicy, sort of tangy, you know, chili sauce.
Like an old school pakora sauce is what I explain it to people.
Aye. Thanks very much as well for my little gift pack that I've got here. Oh, you do a Babanaise?
That's a Babanaise, That's a mayonnaise. We do that just locally, and it's on the internet as well. So on an internet shop, you can get that.
Oh, brilliant.
Because that's handmade, so we don't put that to supermarkets.
I'm going to have all three of my burgers.
All three of them, that's it. You can literally have all three of them.
Brilliant. Well, honestly, thanks so much.
No problem.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you for visiting us.
One thing I quickly realised was that Scotland's food story has been shaped by people from all over the world. Different backgrounds, different traditions, all adding something unique to the communities they've become part of. And nowhere summed that up better than Luigi's in Dundee. A family business with decades of history behind it, serving what was and is and always has been the best pizza I have ever eaten. There we are. How you doing? How's it going, Ben? Dominique, how are you? I'm good. I know, you too. So Dominique, can you just tell us a little bit about the sort of history of the place and things like that?
Yeah.
Or your family, if you like.
This is just our life. Ben is loud and I am here. Okay.
No, you're good.
I'm good. Okay. Yeah. So Luigi's has been in this premises for 50 years. Same family. Luigi was my grandfather, and my mother's here, and now my husband's in the shop. Can't leave. He's bound. He married in, and now he's got a ball and chain on him. And prior to that, they were in Drybra for another 30 years. Yeah. So our family's been feeding the people of Dundee for a long time.
Yeah.
And and then his grandfather made gelato. They came over from the Amalfi Coast just for a better life. And
when was that? When did they immigrate here then?
So there's a photo actually down there. So my great-great-grandfather, it was 1920. He was first here and he was making gelato in Errol, and he used to ship it, he used to cart it into Dundee, into Magdalen Green. Yeah. And then his son came over, and then my grandfather came over, and they all just started feeding people, because that's what the Italians do. That's what the Italians do. And it was fish and chips originally, and now we've branched out into pizza, and so been doing it for a long time. And it's really nice because now we get to feed, the grandkids of the people that my granddad had been feeding. So it's just been this long line.
That's the thing I've always loved about this place as well, though, because it is an authentic Italian pizza. The dough and all the care and attention that goes into it, and that's what makes it so good.
It makes
and
it
the fresh ingredients as well.
Yeah, everything's made here. We know everything that's in every pizza. Everything's made from scratch, and there's just a lot of love. A lot of sleepless nights thinking about the dough, or what's the guest going to be? It's just life.
A decade of slave labour.
Working with his wife and his mother-in-law. Easy life.
So 7 years ago we did the shop revamp.
Yeah, we revamped the shop just so we could fit the new oven in, and we were kind of capped at what we could do. Yeah. We were busy, but we couldn't be any busier, just with the layout of the shop and the oven. So we decided to renovate, get a new oven, and just kind of rebrand a bit and go digital, get the app. And
that was a massive thing. Like the whole lockdown thing happened, and we had the online app. So loads of places closed down, and then we managed to kind of almost ramp up. We had the apps, and then we just put that into play, and then it was amazing.
And where do you deliver to now?
We actually delivered just Dundee, just probably just about a 3 mile radius. Pizza's amazing, hot and fresh in the box, but in over 10 minutes, pizza doesn't travel well. No. You know what I mean? It's not like other. It's not like going to be hot. Like an Indian or a Chinese, they stay thermonuclear, don't they? In the wee things, in the plastic things. For this, it kind of needs to be eaten quite fresh. So we try and keep the quality as good as we can. We only go 3 miles away. So max a 10-minute drive for the drivers.
See, a lot of people think, but you could have so much more business. But the fact that you pride yourself on the quality of food that you're actually supplying,
of course,
says it says everything about the standard of the pizzas that you serve.
Oh, yes.
Every place I visited had its own story to tell. Sometimes it was a family business built over generations. Sometimes it was a new idea bringing fresh flavours to Scotland's food scene. And sometimes it was a community coming together to preserve something special. Tarlair Café was one of those places. This is the Tarlair outdoor pool, and it's one of Scotland's best known coastal lidos. Opened in 1931 and designed by architect John C. Miller. Built into the natural rock of the coastline, it made use of seawater, with waves filling the pools at high tide. At its peak, this was a hugely popular spot. People would travel here in their hundreds, drawn by the setting, the atmosphere, and the experience of swimming right on the edge of the North Sea. Old photographs in the cafe showed just how busy it once was, with crowds lining the terraces, swimmers filling the pools, and even pipe bands performing as part of the events held here. Over time, changing habits and declining visitor numbers led to its closure in the 1990s. But in recent years, there's been a real effort to bring Tarlair back to life. with restoration work and community support, helping to preserve what's left. Today, places like the café on this site continue that story, run almost exclusively by volunteers, keeping this part of the coastline active once again. And you never know, one day the pools may well reopen. And I, for one, sincerely hope they do. Here's the pool here. That is the cafe there, at the other side. There's seats out on the roof as well, I might do that today. Oh wow, look how clear that water is. You can see all the rocks in that below. Wow. You can see it going all the way across. Look at that. And that's with a bit of a ripple. If it was calm, it would just be totally clear. Yeah, now I see the cafe, I'm getting hungry instantly, so let's go and get my food. This is such a beautiful spot. You can sit up here if you're having a drink or a little takeaway like soup and stuff like that, but I'm quite hungry, so I want to grab a sandwich and stuff, so I'm going to sit inside. But it's a brilliant setup they've got here. All the staff that serve you are volunteers as well. It's just great. I really, really hope they manage to get this pool opened again at some point. Anyway, I better get back downstairs. My food will be ready shortly. That me?
I'll just give you your cutlery as well.
Perfect, thank you very much. Perfect, thanks very much. Cheers. This looks good actually. Have a wee taste of this soup. Broccoli and Stilton, I think. These Coronation chicken sandwiches look pretty chunky. Look at that. Delicious. Really nice. Oh, that was just what I needed. Belly full. The staff in there were all lovely. I was speaking to one of them just as I was leaving there, so I think they've employed 1 or 2 people, but everyone else there are volunteers. I think great work that they do. Food was really nice, the soup was delicious. The more people I met, the more I realised that great food is only ever part of the experience. It's the conversations, the warm welcomes, the pride, and the passion behind it that stays with you long after the plate is empty. That's what made Scotland's food scene so memorable for me, all the way up through Scotland's east coast. If you watched last week's road trip special, you'll probably remember me saying that Fraserburgh turned out to be a real culinary delight. And I wasn't just talking about the incredible fish and chips, or those unforgettable battered langoustines at Finlay's. For me, Fraserburgh perfectly summed up everything you've seen throughout this film. Local producers, independent businesses, fresh ingredients, and people who genuinely care about what they do. All that was left now was to take those ingredients back to the van and bring Scotland's story together one final time. And I've just walked past a place that Suzanne told me about earlier at the sauna, and it's called Wholehearted. And I believe what they do is they do like locally sourced foods in a bag to create a meal, kind of like a local Hello Fresh, if you like. But then you go and get your meat, you know, to add to it or whatever. And I am going to be going to Macintosh Butchers to pick up some meat. And we're going to go and check this place out and see if they've got anything there that I can take away. I don't know if you have to pre-order first or whatever, but we'll soon find out. Hello, how you doing? I'm very good. I was at a sauna this morning down at the wee sauna house.
Yes, I did message.
Did you?
I did.
Yeah, so I thought I have to come and check it out. Do you have to pre-order to get a bag or anything?
Our sparings here, so we always have at least one or two of each kit for spare.
Perfect.
And so, did you explain the kits?
She basically just said that, well, I used the analogy, it's kind of like a local sort of HelloFresh, if you like.
That's exactly
so
it.
You've got all the ingredients to make a meal.
Add the ingredients, you just need to add the proteins to our eats.
Yeah, so I'm going to be going to Macintosh Butchers anyway.
That's amazing.
So, yeah. Well, the one I saw on your post that she tagged me in earlier was this, the salt and pepper chicken. That sounds good to me. So, hey?
That's what we like to hear.
Oh, yeah. And it's going to last me as well. Look at that, £7, feeds 4.
Aye.
Absolutely amazing.
Perfect. That's what to do for you.
Brilliant. Thanks so much. Honestly. No, cheers. Thanks.
Thank you
I appreciate it. No, thank you. That's just such a cool idea. It's basically like a HelloFresh, but all locally sourced, local produce, and for the local people. It's you order it through their Facebook page and you pick it up from them. Just a pick up. So they don't do any deliveries or anything like that. So ideal if you're in the local area during season this year and you've maybe got an Airbnb or you're staying in a motorhome or a camper van or anything really. You can pick up basically a meal for 4 minus your meat out of there. It's all locally sourced. Absolute amazing idea, love it. Right, so it is time to cook. He's got the instructions here, so I'm going to give them a read. Rub the spices into the chicken pieces to evenly coat. Sachet number 2, say they're all numbered. Sachet number 1, sachet number 2, corn flour, etc. So, right, let me get stuck into this. I'm just going to time lapse this and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Looking back now, that's probably what made this journey so special. Every meal carried a story. Some began out at sea, others in Scotland's fields, and many through the people kind enough to share a little part of their lives with me. Then, at the end of each day, all of those stories found their way back here, to my little kitchen, my dining room, my home. For me, that's what van life has always been about. Not just travelling through incredible places, but bringing a little piece of each one home with you. I'm not gonna lie, this smells and looks absolutely incredible. Can you see this? Look at that. Who needs a Chinese takeaway? Ho ho! Oh, I can't wait to try this. Oh, delicious. Just need to get a bit of sweet chilli sauce as well, just to drizzle, just to finish it off. That is delicious though. Let me taste a bit of the chicken without the sauce first. Wholehearted. That is tremendous. And you know what? This is something I'll make myself now as well, now that I know what to do. Absolutely brilliant. The chicken from the butchers as well. There is no comparison to a proper chicken like that compared to what you get in supermarkets, honestly. Now the East Coast might be finished and my food journey up the East Coast might be finished, but it is going to continue along the north coast of Scotland and all the way down the west coast, including all the peninsulas and all the little nooks and crannies that you might find I said I was going to do the entire coast of mainland Scotland, and I mean it, and I don't care how long it takes. And there's going to be even more local cuisines and local foods and local producers of food that I'm going to meet along the way. And by all means, if you have any suggestions for me whatsoever, please put them in the comments below. And before I leave you today, please remember to like, leave a comment, share this video with your friends and family, and please, if you haven't already subscribed, hit the subscribe button for me. It's completely free to do so, and the more subscribers I have, the more YouTube will recognise my videos and show them to a wider audience, helping me continue to produce this content for you all. And since now I'm here at the end of the East Coast, it is time to do some real deep reflection. And next week's episode is going to be a little bit more of a personal journey for myself, because I'm going to be answering the question, what have I learned most from my journey up the East Coast so far? It's going to be a real episode of personal reflection on the journey, which will hopefully tie it all together. But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great week. See you next Sunday. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.